We're going to talk about the view hierarchy feature in Realfire that is introduced us in version 4.0. So anytime you have an object that contains a field which is a reference to itself, to the same object, you have self-referencing fields. So some of the common examples are, for example, if you go to account field, so there is something called the parent object, the parent account that references the the parent of that particular the field name is a parent that references account itself, and for standard fields the Salesforce shows that as a hierarchy, and for custom fields it shows as lookup to the same object. So anytime you have such a relationship, the field within an object referring to the same object, you have something called the hierarchy, the hierarchy that you can build up by referencing a different record, as a parent, and that has another parent that has another parent. You build up the hierarchy. So it is actually very well used. One obviously the account and the parent, and as well as the user and the manager. So every employee within an organization has a manager, and that manager has another manager, and that manager has its manager. So the hierarchy can goes on all the way till the top, which is CEO. Uh, so, the Realfire has a feature to visualize that for any of the self-referencing fields, be it the standard fields or a custom fields in a standard object, or a custom fields on a custom object. So anywhere when you have self-referencing, you can see. So let's go back and explore how that works. So let's say that you query this particular data. So from account that shows we have some records here. Uh, so that has the parent references, and that has this reference. So let's go back and visualize. So to see any hierarchy for any record, right click on that and it shows a new option called view hierarchy of this particular field. If there are multiple self-referencing fields, it will show all of them, so you can view the hierarchy as defined by that particular field. And if there are no fields, then this particular option will not be shown. For example, if you go and query the account history and see the data, uh, that obviously doesn't have any self-referencing field, so that particular option won't be shown. So if there is one, just go and say, view parent ID, and that should bring up this particular additional view with a different hierarchy available for that particular record, with the selected record from which you view the hierarchy highlighted in the yellow color. So here you have the hierarchy. You can minimize it. You can search for it. For example, if you have the kind of the tree hierarchy, you can just search for that particular field. It shows that this one are UK. It shows the match leaf as well as any of its the parent hierarchy. You can visualize it. So if you want to see the data on any one of them, you can just double click and we'll bring up the record view for that particular record, so you can see more details about that particular record. So similarly, if you have, let's go back and view for a different one. For example, in this case, uh, let's we have a custom field called scheduler job, and we have some data here. So let's go back and view the hierarchy for this particular one. So let's say I want to see the hierarchy for this custom field on the uh, this one. So here it shows this is a hierarchy for that. If you select if there is no hierarchy for a particular record, then it will show a message when you view that this selected record is only record in the particular field hierarchy. Okay, so there you have it. So that's a view hierarchy feature which is available in the edition essential onwards. So if you have essential or professional or enterprise, you have access to this particular feature. So thank you for using the feature, and let us know what other features we can add to make this product more useful for you. Thank you.